Can I admit something kind of embarrassing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always.
So I never understood how your mom and mine
Mm-hmm.
participated in the bra burning days
Mm-hmm.
of feminism,
Mm-hmm.
but then still wear bras. Seriously, it was something that I never understood. And then, in my own lack of knowledge about anything,
Mm-hmm.
I also noticed that in 2017-ish, women stopped wearing bras. Young women around in the city. Yeah, it's a fashion something. I don't know if it's a statement or if it's just in vogue. I don't know. I don't even know what in vogue means. But you see women everywhere going braless.
Yeah.
And I've wondered, is that feminism again? Is that the eco-friendly version of burning bras? Instead of burning them, you just don't use them at all because burning them would cause greenhouse gases. So I don't know.
Right. It's the idea that you can be how you want to be. Like if you're a man and you're wearing dress clothes and you wear, right, it's traditional to wear an undershirt, right? Like wearing an undershirt is very similar to wearing a bra. A bra can be practical, or maybe you don't need it and you don't feel like wearing it, and you shouldn't have to worry about people ogling you or judging you because you're not wearing a bra. And it's just this idea that, I'm a human being. I should be able to do things that I want to do and not be judged.
Okay, so I have to push back on this. Because this is where the reality of it is very different from the utility of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I came from a school of thought. CIA gave us a school of thought where we had to understand the psychological advantages that we had over other people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take the example of a girl walking around, modern day female walking around, wants to be seen as just a person.
Yeah.
Not true. Because to a potential suitor who she approves of, she wants to be seen as a potential suitor.
Mm-hmm.
So ugly, zit-faced, four-eyed guy looks at her, she doesn't want it, it's called ogling.
Yeah.
Super sexy, well-built, handsome guy looks at her, she likes it, she considers it flirtatious.
Mm-hmm.
How does that play? How does that work? Same activity, two different guys. It's her interpretation of the two guys that makes one oppressive of her rights and one welcoming of her interests.
Well, I think so. There's a couple things. So one, it depends on how each gentleman acts. If each gentleman acts exactly the same way, where they don't overstep their bounds, they don't touch her, they don't say something rude and nasty, then they are within normal human behavior. If the guy if both gentlemen look at her and they're like, hey, it's nice to meet you, my name is Bobby, right? They've both done exactly the same thing. If she reacts adversely because one is doesn't look great, then that's on her. Because if they both react the same way, very politely, very gentlemanly, right, then they're not doing anything wrong. The second thing is that I think the agency teaches us something that most people do that they don't realize that they do. And the agency teaches us to recognize it because we use it. And that is, we all have personas. Not just one, we have multiple personas that we put on depending on who we're interacting with. And I think that most people
do that.
Most people do it.
They're
and
just not aware.
Cognizant that they're doing it.
Yep.
And so the CIA teaches us to recognize the personas that we use naturally, and then to cultivate personas that we then use in the field.
If you like this short clip, make sure you click here to see the next clip or here to see the full podcast episode.
Freedom! So fresh, so new. Freedom!